Hey, this is this week's reading for the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine energy. It's for this following week, but it will also be more of like an in-depth reading for the energy of March. I will pull more cards and give you the energy outlooks for the following week, and also like it will be based on the energy of the following week, but the energy of the whole month of March will shine through the reading, or be seen, felt in the reading itself. New cards this week. The bottom row here, these cards are from the Divine Energy Oracle. I will just write everything in the description below. The upper row is the Mystical Shaman Oracle. The left side is for the Divine Feminine and the right side for the Divine Masculine, as always. So let's see what the cards are telling us. So the Divine Feminines are going to be facing their shadow again, or still. But while so many are getting into inner union, facing the shadows, the darkness, the darkest parts that were hidden or that we were not consciously aware of, is differently than facing the shadows unknowingly, not being aware of it, not being aware of what it looks like, what it does, what is the purpose, and so on. This is a different way of facing your shadow, because whenever you're triggered by a person or a situation, and you know that this means that there is still something to clear, you're consciously going into the energy. What triggered you? Why were you triggered? What do you need to see? And you're going inwards. You face your shadows with a positive note, like, I'm going to do this now. I'm going to figure out, what is this all about? What do I need to realize? What am I not being aware of? Something in the depths, something that I was hiding away from, or that it was too painful for me to deal with at that point when it happened. So my ego just pushed it under the rug, or build a wall around my heart and hid it back there. And by facing your shadow consciously, you will reflect on your truth, who you are as a person, as a soul, as a being of love and light, what you came here to do, what is your mission, what is your purpose, what is your truth, what is it that is hidden in the shadows, that you couldn't deal with back then, but now as your higher energy vibration, or you are in a higher frequency, you're consciously doing this process of ascension, and now you're ready to deal with. Now you're strong enough to deal with it. Now you're ready to face your truth. And this will bring you so much further on your journey. And let's see what the upper world card has to say. What is the essence of this card? And I will read from the booklet here. It says, angels, divine helpers, the ancient ones, and all varieties of luminous beings populate the upper world. It's the place where you go to retrieve your destiny and find out who you will become, discover your great potentials and possibilities. It's also the place where the spirits of the dead arrive when they complete their journey to the light. So this is an explanation of what the upper world is. Um, but each of us have our own interpretation of the place that describes the upper world. And what is really important for this reading here, for the energy, for the Divine Feminines next week, is that you can tap into the energy of the universe, where all souls are connected. The souls that are incarnated or the ones that are not incarnated. This is the place behind the veil. And by facing your shadows, by tapping into your true self, you are raising your vibration. You are moving higher into higher levels of awareness. And the more you can connect with the upper world or with the energies of the universe, the energy of creation, the energy that is behind the veil, and connect with your true self. Part of you is there. As a soul, you are connected to everyone and everything. And until you are consciously aware of that, you believe that there are two worlds separated by the veil. So there is only one world, one energy. Everything is connected. Everything is one. And you are ready to perceive that oneness, not duality. So your soul is one. You have a body and you have a soul, and it is connected. And you are opening up to the energies of the universe, to the energies of the connection to your soul. And you're moving higher. And what the cards also say, the upper world card, the upper world is calling you to step into your fully realized self. Clear distractions so that you can move into a higher destiny. Do not fall to the temptation to craft a slightly more improved version of yourself. What you perceive as a problem or an obstacle is in fact the irritation you need to take the great leap. Remember, you cannot cross the Grand Canyon in 2 small jumps. Ask your divine helpers for guidance. If the oracle has already spoken to you, do not ask for more guidance. Take what has been offered. A new destination is available to you if you act now. A new destination has something to do with stepping into your power, figuring out who you are, what is your truth, and speak up, connect to your soul, allow the energy of the universe or the energy of your soul speak through you. You're getting deeper and higher. And the flow card is telling us that there is a flow of energy for you that you can use in this moment of now to move forward. Your intentions have been in motion. And now is the time to allow the energy of the universe or your destiny, your divine plan to unfold. Everything is happening just like it should. And if you go with the flow, if you dance instead of work, stop when a problem occurs, figure things out, but just Flow, go with the flow, go with the energy. When a problem occurs, just go, surrender to the process. Don't stop and be afraid of what is, what could be, but flow. Don't try to push against the flow or swim upstream. Trust that everything is happening at exact right time. And dance with destiny. Don't go against the flow. Just relax and do what feels right in your heart. This is the divine feminine energy. Now, as always, or as I do in the last few readings, I will pull more cards for the divine feminine energy to see what is happening in the energy this week. I will choose my own deck now, the Step Into Your Power deck. So let's see what cards will we get. Oh, the first one is already here. Find your passion. Find your passion and create something new. Ignite your passion and live to your potential. Go with the flow is also connected with finding your passion. Or if you go with the flow, passion will find you. If you are speaking your truth, connecting with your true self, passion will come into your life. More passion, connectedness to who you truly are as a soul will give you more fire within. So you will be happy about the next step and not being afraid of it as you were back then, because the process of healing in the ascension process, at first we're afraid of a tower moment that might happen next, because it seems like every step on this journey is a pain, is painful, is not pleasant, it's hurting so much, and we feel anxiety and hurt and pain and anger and sadness. But when we are in inner union, when we get to inner union, inner balance, inner harmony, when we are consciously connecting to who we are and what is that we came here to clear, tapping into our shadows, we are not afraid of the next step anymore, because we know that each next step on this journey is going to bring us closer to who we are, and it's going to bring us more passion, more balance, more harmony, more joy. Although being in inner union might not be all rainbows and unicorns, as you could read in my post on Instagram this week, or the last week that was. Okay, another card. Oh yeah, the High Priestess card for the Divine Feminines. Tap into the feminine presence of the divine within. Be still, let your femininity emerge. So passion, femininity, softness, vulnerability. It was not something that we would desire in this old way of living, being soft, being vulnerable, because it meant you are not strong enough. You are soft. You feel too much. There are feelings that might mean, or other people might look at you all feeling too much, being vulnerable, being soft, thinking about things that are things that hurt you, that made you who you are, And men were not allowed to be vulnerable because it was seen, or it still is seen as weakness. But the more we tap into the new earth energy, the more we know that passion, softness, vulnerability, feeling everything is a must. It is who we are. We are beings who feel. And if we don't express our feelings, they are stored within our body, within our energy field, not expressed. They are just being there, more and more and more energy that is blocked within, and then we get pain in our body, we get sick, we have all kinds of problems with our stomach, with our lungs, with our heart, with our bones, with knees and ankles and so on. So expressing feelings is really positive. It is good. It is the best we can do, to express everything right away as it happens. And we are going to learn that. We're going to teach our children to do that, because it's the only way that we will prevent this blocked energy within. So the energy can flow at all times. And when energy can flow through our body, we are evolving, we are ascending. When the energy is blocked, then chakras get blocked, the energy is being sold, it's not flowing, and we cannot rise and ascend the same way. So tap into the feminine energy within. Be soft, be vulnerable, express your feelings. It will bring you so much further. Okay, now I'm going to another card for the Divine Feminine from the Moonology deck. And we have this card. A personal issue reaches resolution. You will know what this means for you. Personal issue reaches resolution. And it's full moon in Cancer. Cancer is probably the most like open to feelings, or they feel the most. They are vulnerable or connected to their feelings. So this is connected to what I said before. Allow yourself to feel. The person's, my son is Cancer, and he is just feeling everything and expressing his feelings, and he is allowed to cry no matter what. And it's so much easier when I look at him and he is crying it out when something is not right for him, or if he sees someone that is not treated well, especially animals. If an animal is hurting and he's just worried about that animal, crying about it, the energy is flowing through him. He's dealing with it by being vulnerable, by expressing his feelings and crying it out. So allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. This is your way forward. Energy will flow through you, help you into the divine flow. Okay, another card. I don't know what the deck is called, but I will write it in the description. The Council of Light. Divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So We are not alone. There are guides, beings of love and light around us. This card is connected to the upper world card here that was telling us all about the beings in the upper world. We are not alone, although it feels like we are a lot of times, but we're not. And you can help. You can ask for help if you need it. You can ask for help if you have too much feelings within and you don't know how to express them or how to let the old blocked feelings out. This is why the ones in the ascension process, the adults, not the children that are born right now or like 10 years ago or 5 years ago, they can express their feelings. And their parents that are ascending, that are evolving, are allowing them to do so. So though our children won't have same problems as we do with so many feelings that are blocked within, especially inner child fears, wounds, and blocks. And it's not easy for us as adults to realize what those things are that we have hidden within, because we are not consciously aware of them. So this is why the ascension process is hard for us. But when you reach a certain point and you shift the perspective and you look at things from a positive point of view, this process is not as hard anymore. And when you get there, you will find out, you will realize why. And let's see what the additional cards for the Divine Feminine. Possibilities. The eagle was in a card this week, I guess it was this week, when I did a reading on Instagram. The Divine Feminines had the eagle card. This is a confirmation. Eagle. Looking at things from a different perspective. When you reach some point on your journey and you are consciously aware of the healing process that you're doing, and you're looking at things from a different perspective, everything is so much easier for you. There are so many possibilities that are there for you that you can use in your benefit. And one of them is also asking for help for the beings of love and light that are around you. You're not alone. Okay, the next card is change. Confirming that change is happening, and see the yin yang sign in the middle. Balance, inner balance, harmony. And then the triangle, this is the masculine energy here. But when you look at this angle, it's the feminine energy. So in balance, looking at things from different perspectives. So however you look at things, there's always wholeness, oneness, connectedness, balance and harmony, the divine flow, energy movement. Everything is connected. Everything. And it's flowing. See it's like vortex energy moving in a flow. This is what is happening in the higher realms, and behind the veil, the energy of the universe, it's moving all the times. You're not stuck, you're changing. And the more you become aware of that, the more you will be able to surrender to the process and just go with the flow. And we had the flow card beneath there. So, okay, now the Ascending Higher deck, my own deck. Let's see what energies the Divine Feminine will have the following week, or what energies are important. Okay, high frequency energy. See, This is also kind of similar to this flow here, energy movement. It's moving and we don't have influence on it, how it's moving. It's just moving and we're just looking at it. And when you look at northern lights, and they're divine, they're magical, this is how the energy is flowing with you in your life. This is the divine plan unfolding for you, and no one is blocking it. See, when you look at the northern lights, they're just flowing. And if you are like that, if you can be like that, just surrender to the flow of the divine plan unfolding, this is the highest way, or the fastest, not high, the fastest way for you, for your ascension process, without blockages, without hardship, just flowing movement. Okay, the next one is the Kundalini energy. And here we have flow again. See the spiral here, it's flowing, flowing, flowing up through all the chakras, or flowing down through all the chakras. Energy is moving all the time. Just surrender to the process and allow yourself to feel what is. And when you are clearing the blocks in your energy system, the things that were hidden, that you were not able or you weren't allowed to express when you were a child, are stored in the chakras. And when you clear the layer, because we're clearing in layers, you clear one layer, and then energy can flow differently through your chakras. This is how you progress. Okay, now to the divine masculine energy for the following week. The first one is the Embrace Your Power card and love yourself. The masculines, or the men, although the divine masculine energy is within both women and men, as you already know. But let's talk about men here. Men, as I already said, were brought up not being able to feel their emotions and feelings, and it is really hard for them to start to do this. How to do it? Because they're shame. Shame is really powerful. You cannot see it, sometimes even not hear about it, but it is there. And it's deeply embedded into our systems. And it's preventing us to move forward and open up ourselves to love. Know that we are worthy of love, that we are perfect the way we are, no matter what. And that it doesn't matter what other people think or say about us. That all that matters is what we feel. But we are still constantly thinking about other people, what they're saying, what they're thinking about us. How do we look? How we should look? How we should act, or how we should behave, and so on. So it's really difficult for us to express our feelings and emotions, and especially for men. But it can be done. It is doable. And we can start on our own when no one can see us. And at the beginning, at first, we won't be able to talk about it out loud. So just don't talk about it if you cannot do it just yet, but think about it. Allow yourself to think about it, to hear the words in your mind, to feel it in your body. Then maybe you can look in the mirror and talk it out loud. Hear yourself say the words out loud is going to help you so much. And then you will notice or realize that what you feel within, what you feel who you are, is not what your ego believes or your inner child believes or what you believe other people think or say. And you will be able to look at things from a different perspective and start to embrace yourself, embrace your power, see who you truly are as a soul, not what you believe that you are because of what other people told you, who you are, what you can do, what you can say, or what you cannot do. This is a process and you're going through it. Divine masculines, you're going through it. We all are, but this week, this is in foreground for the divine masculines. Self-love, self-worth, it is really a game changer on this ascension process. Then we have the rainbow card. And the essence of this card says, the rainbow symbolizes the 7 steps of a true spiritual path, which manifest as the color of the 7 chakras. In the Himalayas, the rainbow body is seen as the full realization of our essence, which is connected with Embrace Your Power card. Your true essence, who you truly are as a soul, your sovereign self. This is where you're going towards. The rainbow also represents the bridge between the physical and the spiritual worlds, which is confirming what was the card called here for Divine Feminines? The upper world card. Connection between the upper and the lower world, or the energies of the universe and the energies of this physical planetary world down here on Earth. It's all connected. Really powerful. When the rainbow appears, it is an affirmation that all is well and that you are in right relationship with spirit. The rainbow tells you that the end of the storm is near. Remember that it is darkest just before the dawn. Do not give up hope. Things are about to take a positive turn. Yeah. This journey is really heavy and hard at times, or most of the time, when we're not consciously aware of everything just yet. But I can tell you, it will end. The suffering will end when you reach inner union. Things are different. They won't be perfect or all rainbows and unicorns, as I said before, on the first day you reach union, because you're going to tap into inner union and back into the old self, and then enter the inner union or the new self or your true self, your sovereign self, and then you'll be kicked back. This will happen for a few weeks, months, even years maybe. It's all up to you. This is your journey, and for each of you it happens for different reasons, for different situations, differently. This is part of who you are. This is part of your process here. So don't compare yourself with other people, and always know that everything is happening just like it should, and that in the end everything will be okay, or everything is okay as it is already. You're moving forward. You are being yourself. You are tapping into your power. This is what matters. Getting to know your true self. Then we have the serpent. The serpent or like the snake, is connected with Kundalini energy. And there we have the connection between the Kundalini energy card for the feminines or the divine feminines and the serpent for the divine masculines. And the rainbow card was, this one was talking about 7 chakras. Everything is connected, you see? The divine feminines and the divine masculines are going towards inner union. And a lot of the collective is there, reaching inner union, which means raising the vibration on our planet, doing what we came here to do. The serpent is the life force of Mother Earth. The coiled serpent of the Kundalini brings passion, healing, and renewal. She offers us the fruit of the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden and reminds us to shed the past the way she sheds her tired old skin. The serpent comes to offer you the forbidden fruit that will set your passion and creativity free. Passion is underneath there for the divine feminines. Everything is connected, and this is really seen in today's reading. Shed your old skin, divine masculines. You're not who other people told you that you are. You're not your inner child anymore. You are a soul, a being of love and light, not just this human being here with all the blocks, the fears, and wounds. You are far more than that. Embrace your power and step into your power. Your passion is awakening, and this can be scary. You are starting to allow yourself to feel it all, and it can be scary to feel. It can be scary, or it is scary to be vulnerable. It is scary to be soft. But you can do it. This is your process. You're clearing away the things you don't need anymore, that are blocking your growth, that are preventing you to step into your power and love yourself. And now you have the opportunity to take a big step forward and embrace your power. Okay, now step into your power deck. Next cards, or more cards for the divine masculines. And the first card is it's the goddess of the earth. Connect to the core of the earth and ground yourself. The goddess will help you clear and release the heaviness. Isn't this really same vibration or similar vibration on these two cards? Grounding, connecting to the core of the earth. Look up a video that I did on how to ground. Connect to the core. Connect your core energy, which is your heart energy, the energy in your heart, to the core of the earth, and anchor your energy there. This will enable you to bring the old low frequency energy out of your system. The blocked energy will be released, and then high frequency energy from the earth, from the core of the earth, will be able to go into the empty places in your system. And this is really powerful for your journey ahead, because you will be able to, or your energy will flow more. Oh, okay, it fell on the floor. Okay. And it is the healer. And see the chakras. See the chakras here. I tell you that this week everything is so connected. Yeah, it always is, but this week it can be really felt and seen. You are your own healer. Everything you need to know is within. Connect to your soul. Yeah. It's connected with the serpent, with the Kundalini energy, with the rainbow energy. And yeah, because we're reaching inner union, everything is so connected. A new energy is coming to our planet for a while now, the new earth energy, but now we can start to feel the difference in the physical. And it's really powerful. And I'm really looking forward for the new moon and the spring equinox. It's really, I feel it's really going to bring so much more. Okay. Next card for divine masculines is the surrender to the divine. And it's a full moon card. And beneath, the same deck for the divine feminines, full moon card. Connected. Everything is connected. Surrender to the process. Know that everything is happening just like it should. That you're just on your way. And when you feel fear, doubts, you're questioning things, know that this is the ego being afraid of losing its primal role in your life. Not wanting to give up that role. Anna, grandmother of Jesus. Seething the light, laying foundations, divine plan. The foundations have already been laid, and this is the divine plan unfolding. You are way past the initial stage of your journey, divine masculines. You are in the middle of the process. Realizing who you are, what is your power, what is your mission, what is your purpose, starting to consciously become aware of everything. And it's really scary at first and so powerful, and you're doing it. Oh yeah, you're doing it. You're doing it. Just keep on doing what you're doing without fear. Do what feels right for you, no matter what other people say. You don't have to talk about it to other people. You're doing it. And see that these colors, rainbow colors, 7 chakras, rainbow colored life. You're doing it. You are moving forward, stepping into your power, being who you are, becoming what you always were as a soul, but you have just forgotten when you incarnated in this life. Okay, now the ascending higher deck. See the energy for the divine masculines. The first one, we have the green flame of healing card. Like I said, with the divine feminines, you are not alone in this process. You have helpers around you, and they can help in many different ways. And one of them is also the green flame of healing. It is an energy of healing that is around you, that is all over the place, all over the universe. It is part of the energy of creation. And you can work with it on your own. You can use the green flame of healing to clear your system. But if you don't want to do it on your own, you can also ask for help. The beings of love and light are around you, and they work with the green flame of healing, and they can use it to clear your system. You just need to ask whoever you want to ask. It doesn't matter. It is totally your control, your not responsibility, but your decision. Okay, the next card says upgrading DNA. Yeah, you are leveling up. You are clearing the old. The new is coming into your system. You're system is upgrading, clearing the old out, refilling the empty spaces with the new, with the high frequency energy from the universe, and you're moving forward. Okay, this is now the energy for the divine feminines and the divine masculines in the following week. And now I just decided to use my sacred partnership deck to give you the energy of the connection for the divine feminines and the divine masculines, like twin flames, soulmates, any kind of soul love connection. Let's see what the cards say for this following week. Okay, yeah, unconditional love. This is the love we're going towards, or returning back to unconditional love, without codependency, without victim mentality, without conditions, just pure love of creation for everything and everyone. Okay, really powerful. And the divine feminine, the divine masculine, like we have them on left and right. Okay, you are the one. This means that you, dear divine feminine, or you, dear divine masculine, you are the one that you have been waiting for. You just need to get back to you, to your true self, and then you will realize that we're all one. We are connected. We are perfect the way we are. And when we reach inner union, we can be with any person that reaches inner union and is vibrating in the same frequency that we are. That it's up to us to decide what we want to do in life. And we're finding our way home. Okay. It's always your choice. Okay, vulnerable. Confirming what I said before. We are allowed to be vulnerable. It is okay, or it's perfect to be vulnerable. We should express our feelings and emotions so the energy won't get blocked in our system. So it flows through us, not getting blocked within. Then we have oneness. Oneness, wholeness, unity consciousness, togetherness, new earth energy, unconditional love, the energy of creation. You can consciously tap into that energy and use it to manifest, to create, to clear, to move further, to go with the flow easier, jump into the unknown, because you know that everything will happen just like it should. What is really important is forgiveness, not just this week, but at all times. Forgive yourself, forgive your beloved, forgive everyone around you. Forgiveness will free the blockages that are in your system, and the energy will be able to flow again. So forgiveness doesn't mean you forget the things that happened. It just means that you free yourself, your blocks within. And this doesn't, when something happens and you are angry and you're just repeating or keep on replaying the things within in your mind, and the energy is blocked within, it's not hurting the other person. You're hurting yourself. You're blocking yourself. So forgive that person and forgive yourself, and it will free the energy. It will allow the energy to flow. But this doesn't mean that you'll forget what happened. See the difference here? You can free your energy flow, and you will be able to move forward. Without forgiveness, you will just be there, stay in the past, be blocked in the past, and you will not be able to move forward. So forgive yourself, forgive your beloved for everything that happened in the past, and just move forward. Allow yourself to move forward, to open up to the new energy. Free your energy. Let it flow. Last card is the good times ahead. Yeah, it will be really positive for you, and you will be able to start living your life as you truly are, which will magnetically attract your beloved. You will be electrifying, magnetically attracting each other. The higher the frequency, the powerful the attraction is. Okay, now the last cards today. Messages from your beloved. So let's see, what messages do we have today for the following week? Okay. The first message is, I never gave up on us. I just couldn't do anything to move forward. But now, things are moving. Both the divine feminines and the divine masculines are moving forward. The energy is flowing again. Kundalini energy, the energy of creation, the energy is moving. High frequency energy coming in. Fierce wounds, blocks being released. But your beloved still, they don't feel they're good enough for you just yet. There are still some things that need to be cleared. But this is part of the process. You're both leveling up. So let me maybe just pull all the cards and then continue with the explanation. Yeah, this is what I said before. You're magnetically attracting each other all the time. And the higher the energy, the higher the frequency, the more you're magnetically attracting each other. Okay. You really need to love yourself first. And this goes both ways, for the divine feminines and for the divine masculines. And the divine feminines were, through that process of self-love and self-worth and that putting themselves first and so on, a few months, years, weeks back, depending on where you are in your journey. And now it's coming forward for the divine masculines more and more, to love themselves, to put themselves first, to know that they're worthy of love, that they are good enough for you. This is something the divine masculines are dealing with right now. And the last card says, I don't know what I want. I need to figure it out. Yes, when you start stepping into your power, being who you are as a soul, there is a blank feeling of emptiness within. When you're entering inner union, in the beginning, there is a really not pleasant feeling of emptiness. And your ego is freaking out, and you might feel, oh no, I've fallen back. I've made steps backward, not forward. And it might feel like depression even. Not knowing where you are, what you're doing, what you should be doing. You don't know what you want. You don't feel anything. You don't want to be or do nothing. Just be on your own. And it's really not pleasant at first. But this is emptiness, stillness, nothingness, wholeness, oneness, without feelings, without thoughts constantly being in your mind. This is pure love, pure energy of creation, and we're not used to it, and it freaks us out. This is where we are just going with the flow, opening up to everything that is, allowing the divine plan to unfold. And we are not used to it. As humans, we have thoughts in our minds all the time. We have feelings, especially the things from the shadows that we're not consciously aware of, but they're blocking our energy flow, and they're just expressing themselves from within. They're really so loud from within, and we're not used to the emptiness, to the stillness. And all of a sudden, in inner union, there's stillness, and we don't know what it is. We believe we are depressed. We don't want anything. There is nothing we would desire. That is nothing that would be going on within. This is oneness. And this is magical and so powerful when you'll be able to look at things from that perspective. But from the other point of view, it's freaking us out. So be patient with yourself. You are perfect the way you are, and you have done an immense hard work. Now it's time for you to enjoy, to be passionate, to use the fire of creation within. Enjoy life. Love yourself. Know that you are the one. And now you can start to create the life you always wanted, but in a totally different way that you're used to. So yeah, talking too much again. I just started in a completely different direction, but I believe this should be said because otherwise my higher self won't give me the words into my mouth. With the readings, I always talk about whatever comes into my mind from my higher self. This is not the human ego perspective. This is the soul perspective for you. And these are the energies for the following week. So yeah, happy that you are here. Happy that you're listening to the video. If you're still listening, I'm really grateful and thankful for everything. I enjoy doing these videos for you. I just feel that they might help. If they help someone, I've done my job. Okay, talk to you next week. Enjoy your week, enjoy your day, and bye-bye.